Hey everybody, my name is Russ. That is Lauren. Welcome to our Sunday vinyl video. And today we are talking about, as of the filming of this video, the latest release from Lady Gaga. And I found out a couple of years ago you have to say that as the filming of this video, especially with how quickly the industry moves these days and the fact that people can just do surprise album drops. We haven't had one of those in a while, but like if I don't say that in this video, then like
something will happen.
Gaga will drop like some big huge thing that, you know, in between now and the time this comes out, because we shoot videos a couple weeks in advance. But we purchased and listened to the latest effort from Lady Gaga, the Mayhem LP, pressed on 2 black LPs. I am certain there is a ton of variants out there of this. I used to be the kind of guy to keep up with a ton of variants. I never really bought a lot of variants. And by variants, I mean modern day variants, like when, and I'm not using her as a whipping post. I'm using her as just an example that comes to mind easily. Taylor Swift, there's always tons of album covers and multicolor pressings. And then I think even there's at different vendors, there's bonus tracks on different vinyls or whatever else. And I've never been that guy. Back in the past, I have been known to, I used to keep up with basically I would buy a version of the White Album just out and then somebody would say oh, well, the one you want, it's this one that sounds a little bit better. And then I'd get that. And then somebody else would say, oh, well, this one sounds even better. And I'd get that. Mm-hmm. So I'd end up with 4 versions of the White Album. But I've never been the person to seek out and say oh, I need to go get another copy of this. Or when something like this comes out, go, well, how many variants are there? At the most, what I usually do is I'll look and see when Born This Way came out. There were 2 different covers available on vinyl, and I liked one way more than the other. So I on purpose sought that one out. You don't play the cover, but also if it's going to be sitting on my shelf, I would like it to look, somewhat cool. Sure. So I am certain there are a ton of variants of Mayhem out there. The one that we picked up was just from our friends at Rock City Music, right? This came from
it did.
There.
Yep.
Rock City Music up in Detroit, Michigan. Well, they're in Livonia, but Detroit. It's like a hair outside the Detroit line. But go to their website and check out, even if you don't live in Detroit, go to their website. All their vinyl's available online. We order tons of stuff from them all the time. And their guy, Scotty, takes care of everything and sends it to us. We're not sponsored by them by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, I moved 1,000 miles away from them and I still shop with them. That's how much I like them as from guys who care about music and care about their customer standpoint. So, we generally, I don't know, at least once a month we get a big package from them that we order too much vinyl from, and Mayhem was one of the ones
recently sure was
that we got. So this record I had not heard, not one note off before we got it in the mail. I knew it was out. And Gaga, it's interesting because we've been doing a lot of reaction videos to her stuff on the channel lately, and she's one of those artists that I have an immense respect for. There's off the top of my head, I can't think of a song I've ever even heard by her that I've been please stop playing that. You know what I mean? I genuinely, she doesn't have anything that I don't like that I can think of off the top of my head. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, she has reached the point with me where she's put out enough material that it's not that I can't keep up with it. I don't keep up with it, which I know is not fair. It sounds like I'm not a fan, but I don't keep up with, had you not bought this, I would not have bought it yet.
I can know that's fair.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I do. I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. I mean, Lady Gaga has kind of been my thing since she started.
Okay, let me say, I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but Chromatica. I didn't do anything with that record for 6 months, and then someone else brought it over, and I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
And I had nothing against it. I just didn't, you know what I mean?
We've had this conversation. Yeah. I mainlined Chromatica when it came out. I think that's the word. But yeah, this album, the only thing that I had heard before we listened to it this way was Disease. Because I believe, not to plug our own content, but we do have a reaction video to Disease from this album.
We do. So we go through the same things usually: packaging, sound, price, and value. And value is the thing that is subjective. It's never this is how we think you should spend your money. It's just kind of well, we did spend money on this, and here's why, or here's why we're well, I wouldn't have spent that money again knowing this, that type of thing. So as far as packaging goes, the actual gatefold that the record is in is a more plain affair for Lady Gaga. It's black and white photo. Mm-hmm. black and white inside. But there's a lot more going on than that. There's a enormous double-sided poster in the package. I always take pictures and try and put everything up, and I was trying to figure out a way so I could take the picture so you could like understand the scale of the poster. And the pictures that are going to go up, I don't think you're going to understand the scale. I mean, it's enormous.
You should take another one, have me hold it.
Well, yeah, but no one knows how big you are.
That's true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm
like
huge.
my thoughts when I was holding it up was like, well, I'll hold it against this thing that's our records are in, and I'm like, well, no one knows how big that is. Yeah, so but it's enormous. Mm-hmm. Let me just say, it folds out to like six, almost 7 times the size of a record. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's bigger than the biggest frame that I had.
Yeah, yeah. So it's enormous, and it's double sided too, which I thought was cool. So if you want the lyrics up on the wall, that's cool, or the picture of Gaga, that's cool. You know. But yeah, other than that, it's like a more subdued thing. And to be honest, when I first saw the album cover, I was like, oh no, I wonder if this is going to be like a more subdued sound from her. It is not.
No, it's mayhem.
Yeah, it is not. But yeah, packaging wise, I like that. I don't think there was anything to dislike other than I was just kind of surprised that it was like, I think this has got to be, I mean, the cover of Born This Way is black and white, but it is not subdued.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, I like it. The sound wise, now I remember right before I dropped the needle, I think you were like, I think you'd realize that was the first time you were ever going to hear Lady Gaga on vinyl.
It's true.
This album.
Yep.
Yeah. And there was at least the one song, maybe some others you had heard on streaming from this album.
I think it was Just Disease and Abracadabra, because she did it on Saturday Night Live.
Right. And I had not heard, to my knowledge, a second off this album before we played it. And now previously I'd owned in my old record collection, I had not the Fame Monster, because at the time, I don't know if it's been reissued, but at the time it was only available in a picture disc. Born This Way, Art Pop, and something else.
Do you have Joanne?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, Joanne. I love Joanne. And I've heard a lot of her stuff, and other than the original pressing of the Fame, I never had any issue with anything. That was a whole different thing. It was just not a good pressing. I think it was just a bad run or something. It just wasn't a good sounding album. But everything that I've ever had from her sounds great on vinyl. So I kind of knew, or I had a level that I was expecting. Mm-hmm. This lives up to it for me. It sounded great to me. What was your first experience with hearing it on vinyl? I think most people don't expect electronic or dance music to sound any better on vinyl, because it's like by nature it's electronic instruments. It's not an analog based instruments. Uh-huh. But what did you think?
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, here's the thing: as the Howard Jones fan that I am, I know that I can tell the difference in electronic music listening to it one way versus another, right? So I was kind of expecting something, but again, I hadn't really streamed much of these songs either. So I think I'm going to be disappointed if I listen to them any other way, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I've done that more than a few times. I won't go into a huge amount of detail, but there's been the ones that always pop to mind is the second to last Kelly Clarkson album, Meaning of Life, and I don't know, 6 or 7 Foo Fighters records ago now, Wasting Light. I remember talking to people and telling them how good those albums were, and they were streaming them, and they were just like, I don't get it. And then they would come over and listen to them on vinyl. They'd be like, this doesn't even sound like the same album. Like, I know why you love this now. And then I listened to both of those albums on streaming, and I was like, oh my God, this sounds like just crap, so. It'll be interesting. We should throw this on the car sometime and see. Price and value. This is interesting because double LPs keep going up and up and up, and all vinyl keeps going up and up and up. Used to be a time where within the past 5 or 10 years, this record, in my opinion, probably would have sold for $29. We paid $41.99 for it, and that's where I strike a weird thing with this, because if it was sitting there on the shelf, I would look at it and be like, $41.99, that's a lot to ask for a 2 LP set. But then my favorite record of all time, Pink Floyd The Wall, sells everywhere for $52.99. Like if you just walk in a store, it sells for that.
In fairness, this is only 3 sides of music.
No, well, okay, there's that. But then also the poster that comes with it is enormous. And I don't think, because we just don't have room, I don't think we're going to hang it. But the fact that it's double-sided, I think is great. Because a lot of people come to Lady Gaga for the brilliance of her lyrics. A lot of people come to her for the art. And I like that the poster wasn't here's one or the other. It's like, nope, whichever one's more important to you. I don't know if anybody thought through that. If someone did, I'm sure it was her, So for me, like the value's there, even though if we don't ever hang that poster, the fact, like, I don't know, there's value in the fact that that's there.
That is there.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
So what do you think?
I still think $41.99 is a lot for it. I
No,
don't know.
Agree. I agree. So let me say this. So if somebody's watching this and they're a Lady Gaga fan and they have not bought it yet, what would you tell them?
I mean, buy it though.
Well, it starts with, I don't know, $41.99 is a lot. Should you buy it? Oh, yes.
I mean, what do you want from me? But like, it's a good Lady Gaga experience, you know. Like it's Lady Gaga doing Lady Gaga things, and if that is your thing, then you will absolutely not have any problem with this, and you can justify spending that.
I've told you this
right?
too. I don't want to get too much into it, but I've told you, I've heard like trusted sources, people whose opinion I usually agree with. I've like, they're like, oh, that new album's terrible, and I didn't hear anything on this.
No, I think we were listening to it, and I think I uttered the phrase, "This is just really good pop music" more than once.
Which is,
you know, and it's Lady Gaga doing dark pop in the way that she did on like the Fame Monster and Born This Way, you know, and a bit of art pop. You know what I mean? It's that dark Lady Gaga that is still really, really catchy.
No, I totally
that
agree.
I'm like, come on, this is what you're here for.
I agree. So those are some thoughts from us on the latest vinyl release from Lady Gaga, the Mayhem LP. Please drop a like on the video if you're a Lady Gaga fan and anything we said was helpful or at least interesting to you, or drop a comment and let us know your thoughts on this, or if there's a variant out there that you like that maybe comes with something else besides the poster or whatever else, because I think sometimes that happens too, and that's cool. You know, by all means, let us know. If you like more than just vinyl content, by all means, hit the notification bell and the subscribe button, because we have other videos on the video channel every week. But if you would please drop the like, that helps us out the most. That's Lauren. My name is Russ. Thanks for watching.